Good afternoon guys, hope you're well. Welcome to today's workout, which is going to be a core circuit. If you haven't done any of my workouts before, then what I normally do is demonstrate the first 1 or 2 reps and then I'll start the clock on the exercise that we do, and then I'll keep coming back and forth to the mic to coach you through the exercise as you're doing it. So if you can't hear what I'm saying when I'm down on the mat or down on the floor, don't worry too much. I normally say what I say 2, 3, maybe 4, 5 times, so I do end up repeating myself a lot, so you will eventually get the message. Today I'm going to use a stability ball. I've also got a plate, and I've got this crate that we've got in the garden which will act as a step. So if you've got those bits or similar items, then use those. If not, don't worry, I will give you alternatives so you can do the whole thing without any equipment if that's the case for you. First of all, if you haven't already, please like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, check out the rest of the channel, So I've got a playlist where you can go to follow along workouts, and you can do all of the half-hour workouts that I've done so far. This will be added to that. And also I've got a Facebook group, Rikki Walden Fitness Live, which you can join if you haven't already, or if you have joined and you know someone else who might be interested, then invite them to the group. So we're trying to keep people fit through this quarantine period. Right, so we're going to start off with a little warm-up then. So core circuit, starting off in the press-up position. You can do this on the toes or the knees, so I'll leave it up to you. And all we're going to do is press-up position. So if you're here, it's harder. If you're back here, it's a little bit easier. And then touch the shoulder, down, touch the shoulder, down. Okay, so off you go. So knees or toes with that one. Obviously on the toes it's harder. And we want to try and limit shift. Okay, so when you lift the hand, you're trying to work to keep the shoulders and the hips square to the floor, so that will engage the core. Also think about the inner unit working, so we're trying to draw the belly button in up towards the spine, so we're engaging transverse abdominis, activating the inner unit. We'll just do 10 more seconds. So remember, knees is easier if you need to do it there. Okay, hold it there, relax. Next up, we'll do just a straightforward side plank. You can do this on your knees or your toes, or your feet. So the harder version would be here, and the easier version down on the knees, take the feet behind. We'll just do 30 seconds on that as we're warming up, so get yourselves ready. I'll start the clock now, 30 seconds. A nice straight line, push the hips forward, lift the chest so we're not rounding. Working the side nearest the floor. So stay in that straight line. Push the hips forward, lift the chest up. Music today is from Epidemic Sound, and it's one of the Tropical House playlists. Just do another 5 seconds there. 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. Right, then we are going to spin round on your back. So before we do the other side, lie down. And we just do a simple crunch. You can either go hands here, hands by the side of the head, or hands above the head. What you're going to do, crunch up, back down, okay? 30 seconds, we'll start now. So with this one, you're just lifting the shoulders up, back down. All right, so it's just a crunching movement, lower back stays down on the floor. So as you start to take the arms up overhead, further away from the midline, it makes it harder. So longer lever, more intense. Okay, hold it there. So then we'll do the other side plank. So remember, feet harder, hold there, or bend the knees, hold there. 30 seconds, off you go. Right, so still just warming up. We'll do another little round of this warm-up circuit, and then we'll get going into the main exercises. Like I said, I've got equipment with me, but you can do the whole thing without equipment. So if you haven't got any, don't worry. I'm just coming into the last 5 seconds now. 3, 2, 1, good. Right, so let's go back to the shoulder touches. I'll try and make this round a little bit harder. If you want harder versions, I'll give you harder versions. So with this one, if you did it on your knees, maybe try it now on your toes. Go wide and then touch and touch. Another way of doing it is 1 foot off. Okay, so alternate, opposite hand, opposite leg. We'll do 30 seconds starting now. Whoop. Okay, so really working hard to limit that movement. Engaging the core nicely now. Coming into the last 10 seconds. Remember, you can go down on the knees at any time. Last 5. And relax. Yeah, so that's one thing I'll say. Rest when you need to. I'll give alternatives as much as I can. But obviously you're in control of your own workout. You can rest, you can take a break whenever you need. Let's do the side plank. This time though, we do a twisting side plank. Knees or toes, or knees or feet. The top foot would be forward, so just watch first. We go top foot forward, arm up, twist round. Okay, get the top hip round, or you could go bottom knee down and then twist there. 30 seconds, off you go. Okay, so think about getting the top hip round, so we get that rotation. Just coming into the last 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, okay. Right, so on the back for the crunch, this time the harder version I'll give will be the feet up. So you just do the same thing with the feet off the floor. Okay, so over there, or you can do a smaller movement there, or hands above the head. Right, 30 seconds only, off you go. So again, still just in the warm-up stage. So I'll just say it again, just remind you whilst you're doing that, check out the rest of my channel. You'll see the follow-along workouts, which obviously you can do at any stage. They're all about half an hour. You'll also see the no gym workout playlist, which is workouts without the gym. So gives you a few more options, a few more ideas. They're shorter videos, they're not follow along, but they will give you some ideas, hopefully, so you can stay fit. Hold it there, relax. So then we're on to the other side plank. So remember, top foot goes forward, we come to there, rotate round. Okay, off you go. 30 seconds. Can do bottom knee down if you need. So remember, get that top hip round, get that twist. Last 10 seconds. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. Have a little rest. So that's the warm-up done. Hopefully we're ready to go now. Everything's fired up and ready. Grab a drink if you need it. Like I say, you can do all of this without equipment, but I have got equipment with me, which I will use, and I'll give you alternatives if you haven't got the various bits of equipment. Right, we are going to start off with the plank, and I'm going to use the step. So the options without first would be just hold the plank normal there, toes harder, knees easier. Okay, I'm going to do the little step off. So you could do it on the floor. You just step one side back, or on the step we step down, up, down, up. Okay, and we'll do 45 seconds on this one. So off you go, starting the clock. Okay, the whole time you need to be thinking about tucking the pelvis underneath so we get tension in the abs and we hold it there. When you do the little tap, try to limit the movement through the torso. So the torso stays still, it's just the foot taps down and up, down and up. Torso still. We're coming into the last 10 seconds. Obviously you can just hold normal toes or down on the knees. Okay, relax. Right, so the next one, we did the side planks in the warm-up. That's an option. You can just do a normal side plank on the feet or the knees. If you're using the step, then feet up on the step, and then we do a little pulse down and up. Okay, 45 seconds, off you go. Little pulse down and up. Try and stay in that straight line so we're not rotating. Lift the chest. If you need to, hold at any stage. Go down and hold at any stage you need. So we should feel it in the side nearest the floor, working the obliques, sides of the stomach. 10 seconds left. Last 5. 3, 2, 1, good. So you're just going to spin around straight onto the other side. So I'll be facing the other way, but like this. Right, off you go, 45. Remember, you got that option just to go down on the floor, knees or toes. If you're new to the group, then I will release the schedule for next week. Hopefully tomorrow. I'll do some work with the stability ball now mine's arrived. So we've got more options. We've got 10 seconds left on this exercise. So it's Rikki Walden Fitness Live on Facebook. If you want to join the group, then just request it and I'll add you. Hold it there, relax, good. Okay, so moving on. Next up, if you've got a weight, we can use it. If not, just do it with your hands out in front. We're gonna come from here, leaning back, hands in front, and then rotate one way and the other way. Okay, so just, you can do it without the weight. 45 seconds, off you go. So make sure we lean back, tension in the abs. And then we need to follow the weight round, follow the hands round. So we're getting that rotation. When we get the twist, the obliques work. So twisting movement, obliques, engage, sides of the stomach. Leaning back, abs under tension. So we're working all through the midsection. Try not to collapse, lift the chest up. Again, rest when you need to, if you need to. Come into the last 10 seconds now on this one. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, next one again with a weight. Although again, if you haven't got one, just ignore it and do it with your hands. So we go, start in this position. Take the legs out, take the arms up overhead, and then coming back. So you can do it with a crunch, or you can just keep the shoulders down and do it there. Okay, it's up to you. We do 45 seconds. And we'll start the clock now. So with or without the weight. And then this one, we've got to work hard not to let the back arch from the floor. So we do that by, again, tucking the pelvis underneath, tightening the abs, the ball's running away. Okay, so abs are tight the whole time, under tension. That's the problem with the balls, they roll. Right, last 10 seconds, keep going, press down, shorten the movement if you need to. So think about lever length, longer the lever, the harder it's gonna be, so you can shorten that if you need. 3, 2, 1, okay, good. Next up, we'll do a side crunch. So we do one side, then the other, 45 seconds. The weight will go on one shoulder. All right, and then the legs will go up over to the other side. So if I go left shoulder and take my legs right, use my right hand, and then it'll be a side crunch. Okay, working that top side. 45 seconds, off you go. So use the nearest hand if you need to help keep the legs down. Make sure the knees are bent and up nice and high towards the shoulder. So that will help to anchor the legs down. And then the aim with this one is to go straight up. So when you crunch, keep your eyes fixed on a point straight above. So if you're inside, you're going up towards a point on the ceiling, or if you're outside, go straight up towards the sky. You've got 15 seconds left. And it's just a small movement, just enough to engage that top side. 5 seconds. Okay, good, relax, hold it there. So exactly the same on the other side, so just switch it over, weight on the other shoulder, take the legs the other way. 45, off you go. Okay, so don't force this one, doesn't have to be a big movement, just enough to get the shoulder up. We're going to do 2 rounds of this circuit, so if you want to, you can go back, rewind the tape and go back to the start of the round and do a 3rd round if you want to. Okay, you've got 5 seconds left, last few reps. 3, 2, 1, okay, good. So then we're moving on, we're going to use the ball, or I'm going to use the ball. I will give you alternatives without. So to start off with, we're going to be in a plank position on the ball, and then we're just going to roll the ball gently forward and back. So it's just a small movement, but the idea is to keep this as it is. All right, so you're here, and then you roll forward and back. Okay, just a small movement. When you're here, it's harder. All right, so you can spend more or less time further away. If you're on the floor, just hold the plank, or if you want to, you can just shuffle forward and back. Okay, so you pivot on the toes. All right, 45 seconds, off you go. So you can do it on the floor, just hold the plank, straight line, so we're not letting the hips drop or coming up too high. Control if you're using the ball. Last 10 seconds, should be really tough if you're using the ball. Remember, you can just hold at any stage. You can go down to the knees at any stage. And relax. So always work to your, what's appropriate to you. Rest when you need to. Right, crunch. So if you're using the ball, use the ball. Or on the floor, it will just be a crunch. Okay, like we did in the warm-up. You could even add the weight to it if you want to do crunch with the weight. So on the ball, we want to use the curve to get a bigger range of motion. So on the ball would look like this. Stretch, crunch. Make sure you're high up on the ball, so we don't want to be too low. The ball's likely to roll back and fall behind us. So we want to be up with the weight. Okay, you can do it there or there, harder. 45 seconds, off you go. So the whole idea of using the ball, like I said, is to get that increased range of motion. With the ball, we can go further over the ball compared to what we would do on the floor. So we've got that extra range to use, so try and use it. Okay, so remember, longer lever, harder. And it's just a small movement, lower back stays down. Get that stretch. Coming to the last 5 seconds, last few reps. 3, 2, 1, good. Right, next one, we'll go down on the floor, reverse crunch. So we're gonna go hands down, legs up, lift, control on the way down. Okay, try not to just drop, control that down phase. 45 seconds, off you go. So if you've done my classes before, you'll know I always say, or I say a lot, that the down phase on any exercise, whenever you lower the weight down, in this case it's the legs or the hips coming down, you're stronger. Okay, we're all 40% stronger in the eccentric phase, so let's try and control that. You'll get more benefit if you control that down phase. When you come up, maybe even hold it top, down with control. Right, you've got 15 seconds left. Okay, well that's good, hold it there. Right, so we're moving on. We've got a couple of twist exercises. We're going to do a twist and plank. So it's like the one we did in the warm-up, but we do one side straight onto the other, and then we do a twist and crunch. So the plank first. Again, you can do knees if you want to. So you rotate, one leg straightens, down, and then the other side. Or obviously you can do it on the toes. Pivot round, cross the forearms over, 45 seconds. Okay, off you go, starting the clock. Twist one side, twist the other side. So forearms will be in this position. Try and keep the hips low. And remember, the option is to go down on the knees. Last 10. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Right, twist and crunch, last one. Feet up, which is what I'll show you. If you need to, just put your feet down and just do the twist with the feet on the floor. So with the feet up, looks like this. We'll go knee, opposite shoulder, back and down, opposite shoulder. Extend the other leg. All right, so we're getting more out of the lower abs that way. 45, off you go. So twist, doesn't have to be a big movement, it's just enough to get the shoulder up to the opposite knee. Option is here. Fifteen seconds left. This will complete the first round. We'll have a little stretch after this one. 5 seconds, keep going. 3, 2, 1. Right, we go straight into a stretch there. So if you take the arms up, legs out straight. Okay, so we're lengthening out through the abs. Allow the back to arch away from the floor. Then lean to one side, so just where you are on the floor, lean across one way, stretching the obliques. Lean across the other side. Good, and last stretch, we'll go knees up to the chest. Just allowing that lower back to stretch out. Right, so that's one circuit, ready to go again. We will go back to the plank. I'll give you another option on this one. So again on the step, remember if you need to, do it on the floor, knees or toes. On the step, the harder way to do it is down, down, up, up, but then change the lead leg. Down, down, up, up, okay? The first time was down, up, down, up, down, down, up, up. It's harder, just watch. So we go down, down, up, up, down, okay. 45 seconds, off you go. I would recommend, in fact, I would encourage you doing it slower though, that one, because the idea of it is to keep the control. You won't get any more benefit by going faster. It's more about control. We don't want to rotate through the hips. So as you go down, down, up, up, hips, shoulders square to the floor. Like I said, you'll get a lot more out of it by controlling the torso. I got 20 seconds left. Remember, hold anytime you need to. Go down onto the knees anytime you need to. We need to keep the abs tight, tuck the pelvis underneath. So we've got tension there, not in the back. Coming into the last 10. Good, relax. So then it was the side plank with the pulse. So again, just do it on the floor, feet down or on the knees. And then if you're on the step, we can get that pulse, 45 seconds, off you go. So we've got more room to get more movement on the step. Try not to collapse, chest up. Okay, remember that's the option if you need it, hold it there. Keep it going, last 10. 5 seconds. Good, so spin around exactly the same on the other side. Feet up on the step or on the floor, 45, off you go. Little pulse up and down. It's getting hot out here again. It's gonna be another lovely day. So a little pulse up and down, or just hold. And then working the obliques, sides of the stomach. So I just say it again, if you want to go back and do any of the other workouts that I've done on this YouTube channel, you'll see the follow along playlist where you've got lots of workouts now. I think this will be the 11th video that I've done to follow along to. 5 seconds left. Okay, relax, good, hold it there. Then we were on the, where are we? Weighted twist. So if you lean back, with or without the weight, rotate, 45, off you go. Try and keep the chest up. Last 20 seconds. As always, let me know what you thought of the class. Leave comment down in the YouTube section, the comment section, or you can leave a comment on the group, on the Facebook group. Okay, hold it there, relax. Good, so next up, we were on the floor on your back. Arms overhead, come back. If you want to, add a crunch. Off you go. So remember this one, we've really got to work hard to keep the back down, keep the abs tight. That crunch is optional. You can just take the arms up, take the legs out. And remember, you can shorten the movement to make it easier, lessen the lever length. Coming to the last 10 seconds. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Then we do the side crunch. The weight goes on one shoulder, legs go the other way. Side, off you go, 45. Working that top side. So just a small movement, this one. Going straight up. Last 20 seconds. Last 10. Remember, try not to twist too much with this one, just straight up. 3, 2, 1. Swap it over, weight on the other shoulder, legs up the other side, 45, off you go. Remember to get the knee up nice and high. Use that nearest hand to help anchor that lower body down. And squeeze straight up. Right, so we're running, looks like we're going to be near 35 minutes on this workout. But like I said, if you want to, you can go back to the start of the round and do a third circuit. Totally up to you. 10 seconds. Squeeze. Okay, good. Then we're on the plank, so just do the plank on the floor. If you want to do the movement, you can. pivot forward and back. Or if you're on the ball, then we roll the ball forward. 45 seconds, get ready. Okay, off you go. Nice and controlled on the ball. Keep that torso still so we don't move the position through the torso. It's just the ball rolling. So we're just moving at the shoulder and the elbow joint. Okay, we've got 10 left. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1, good. So then we're on the crunch, on the ball or on the floor. With the ball, use that curve. 45, off you go. Remember, not too low down. That's when the ball's going to shoot back behind. Remember, you can change the position of the hands. So hands above the head, further away from the midline is harder. Always think about lever length. Coming into the last 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Reverse crunch. Down, legs up. Off you go, 45. Control that down phase. And again, I'll say with this one, let's go for quality over quantity. So that means resting for a few seconds in between each rep, and so be it. You'll get more out of it if you execute it properly. When you come up, try and hold. When you come down, try and keep control. Coming to the last 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Nearly there now. Hold it there, just 2 more to do. So we've got the twist and plank first, which was this. Twist. You can do the bottom knee down if you need to. 45, off you go. So bottom knee down, allow the top leg to straighten, or if you're on the feet or the toes, then pivot round on the toes. So you want a movement through the toes, through the feet, the ankles, so you're getting that twist, allowing to get more rotation. Coming to the last 10 seconds now. Nearly there, we just got one more exercise to do. Keep going, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. So the last one was the twists. You can do feet up, which is obviously going to be harder, or you can do the feet on the floor. 45, off you go. So either here or there. Twist, extend, twist. Up and across. Don't worry if it's not a big movement, as long as we're getting that rotation. 20 seconds left. Keep it going. Nearly there, all the way to the end. Then we'll have a good stretch to finish. Coming into the last 10 seconds. Keep going. Last couple of reps. 3, 2, 1. Good. Have that stretch again. Take the arms up overhead. Lengthen out through the abs. So yeah, let me know what you thought. Leave a comment down in the YouTube section. That always helps. If you haven't already like this video, that helps as well. Click on the bell so you're notified of any new videos when I release them. And then hug the knees up to the chest. And also, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. So by doing that, all that will mean you won't miss out when I release a video. I'm doing around about 1 a day at the moment, so they're coming thick and fast. So make sure you subscribe, click on the bell so you don't miss out on the videos when they come. Right, spin around. We're going to do hip flexors, 1 foot down, 1 foot forward, stretching down here, lean into the lead leg. So we push forward and then lean across. So you can go back and do another round if you want to now. I'd recommend having a good stretch afterwards. So if that's the case, come back and do the stretching maybe twice through. Change legs. So we're here, knee up across and over. Okay, then finishing off, sit back, drop the chest. So just sitting back on the heels. And relax. Thanks guys, let me know what you thought. Please subscribe to the channel, check out the Facebook group if you're not already added to it, Rikki Walden Fitness Live. And then send in any videos or photos you want me to post, and I will do. And any suggestions for future videos, let me know. And thank you very much. Have a good afternoon, enjoy the sunshine. I'll see you soon. Take care.